All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. And I want to do a video based on a lesson that I did yesterday concerning this prophecy, these two prophecies in the book of Jeremiah. So I'm going to read the prophecies first. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Now, let me read the second one as well. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And one of the things I said in the lesson yesterday was that one of the ways that this could manifest, that I was thinking, is that if the country Israel was to do a false FLAG within the land of America, that would definitely draw out America to really get involved in this thing. Now, today America did, or within the night, America did actually directly get involved, right? So I was wrong on that method, yet the prophecy is still the prophecy. And I wasn't wrong in terms of when I said in the lesson something along the lines of how the actual method in which this prophecy gets fulfilled is not necessary to even know necessarily, because it's about the overall thing that is what we know. We don't know every single intricate detail on how this thing is going to come to pass. We just know that it's going to happen, man. Right now, whether that thing that I said could still happen in general anyway is still a heavy possibility, right? It's still a heavy possibility that that could happen. That still would make sense to me, that Israel, the country, could do that to really make America really get stuck in with them, man. Right? Which they already have kind of did things anyway, but they can still do more, right? More can still be done than it's happened already, but they've directly got themselves involved in it now. So a lot of catalysts can jump off at any moment based on what America did to Iran, right? But the overall method on how these things take place, we don't need to know that. The way we still understand this prophecy is that the country Israel, Amalek, right, the small hats are going to do something to Iran that was going to get them to get America and the rest of the Edomite nation involved in what we know in the scriptures is the day of the Lord, which is ultimately in this earthly realm going to be called World War III. Right? World War III is basically the day of the Lord. World War III is going to cause for Yahweh Shai to return. That Messiah that everyone likes to disbelieve exists on this earth. World War III is going to cause for him to show himself to the world and prove his existence, to where people don't have to doubt it no more, man. But I just wanted to do a video on that, because just like how we have said that the MOTB is going to be made mandatory, right? We don't need to necessarily know that exact method in which it's going to be made mandatory. We can make guesses and we can kind of give suggestions. Oh, I think it's going to be made mandatory by a financial crisis, and then this is going to become the new way for payments. We could say, oh, I think it's going to be connected to some kind of health related issue. Or we could say, oh, I think it's going to be something that people, that civilians, would be forced to use to identify and prove that they actually are a citizen of the society, that's willing to be an actual citizen, that's civilized. We could say all these different suggestions, and it could be one of those, or it could be all three, but it doesn't really matter the method in which this takes place. We know that it's going to lead to the MOTB being mandatory. We know that MOTB is going to be mandatory, right? We know that we are going to be under the new covenant. Now, do we know exactly how we're going to be under the new covenant? Do we know what technique Yahweh Shai is going to use to make our bodies be changed? No, we don't. Do we know that we're going to be changed? Do we believe that we're going to be changed and be immortal though? Yeah. Do we know the actual process physically, physiologically, that's going to take place for that to happen? No, we don't. Do we know that America is Babylon the Great and is going to be destroyed? Yes. Do we know the exact way what's going to cause for all these nations to turn against America is going to be? No. But we make suggestions, but we don't necessarily know exactly the method in which these things can take place, man. And some of the things that we might say can still take place in other forms, man. Because America has still not had an attack on its land since the so-called you know what, man. It hasn't had an attack on its land, and it still could have that. And the origins of who actually performed the said thing could not be who it says it was, right? It still would not have to be. And that catalyst would really kick things off, man. And that would be a thing that would really make it really go down. Because who knows, in like soon we might see, oh, they're saying a truce, blah, 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 and all of this. And then things calm down for a bit. But we understand that it's not going to actually really calm down. It's not able to calm down. Let me prove how we know that things are going to calm down. Let's prove how we know things are going to calm down, man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 4 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, you can't say peace and safety while there's wars going on. You can't say peace and safety while there's wars going on. So all of these wars going on are going to somewhat surely have to die down. But it's not going to be sincere. It's going to seem like, oh, the Russia-Ukraine things calm down, right? It's going to seem, or Russia's won, right? Russia's won now, so now it's over. It's going to seem like that Israel and all the things they've got going on, the country Israel, not the people, they are not the real Israelites. It's going to seem like the country Israel, oh, it's all calmed down, but it's not going to be real. It's not going to be sincere. Because in the moment, in a moment, right, in 1 hour, America is going to be brought to naught. And I was hearing Apostle Tahar saying it's going to be, as he thinks it's going to be a sneak attack, which makes perfect sense. That they're going to like wonder where it rises from, right? Suddenly destruction come upon them as prevail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So it's gonna be it's gonna be like a thing that it's gonna seem like, oh, it's died down, everything's cool now, we've got everything we wanted, but it's not gonna be real though. It's actually gonna fall. This destruction is gonna happen to them, and then we're like, what the hell? We thought we had everything going nice. Same thing with the prophecy concerning this day that's found in Job, right? In the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his fire of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Right, the bow of steel shall strike him through. It's gonna go bad for all you people for America, man, and all the people that live in America, which that land and that country is heavily full of adultery anyway, man. And I might do a video after this on the topic of adultery, man. In fact, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But I just wanted to talk about that thing that I said in that video yesterday, roughly yesterday, and go into how I also said in the video that we don't even have to understand and know the exact method on what these things take place, and we just have to we know and we believe in the end result, man. The end result is that we end up in our kingdom. Do we know exactly the way? Do we know exactly the like size of the chariot that's going to come and gather the elected nation of Israel? Do we know if it's going to be one big large chariot completely? We have faith in these things. Could it be two chariots? You know what I mean? Like, could it be more than one? Very possible, because we don't believe that it's only one chariot coming to the earth anyway, but it would make more sense to me that it's only one. That chariot that all the elect are going to be on because of this prophecy here, right? It makes more sense to me that there's just going to be one chariot that all of the elect that get saved are going to be on, but not necessarily only one chariot that comes to the earth to bring destruction on this earth. So this is the reason why it makes sense to me that it would only be one chariot anyway. Revelation chapter 15 and verse 2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and they that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mask, over his charagma and over his image of his name, stand on the sea of glass having the harps of God. So that's the reason why it makes sense, because all of the people that have received salvation are going to be on this. That's why it makes sense to me that they're going to be all in one place, right? Every single one of them. But does that mean that that's actually going to be what's going to happen necessarily like that? No. But we understand that they're going to be on that. All of the people that receive salvation are going to be on a sea of glass. That's what we do know. Is it going to be the same sea of glass? Well, we're going to find out. When America gets destroyed, how many nukes are going to go off in there? Do we know that? No. But we know it. We believe we got faith it's going to be hit with a nuclear fire, and we got faith for that. Do we believe we're going to be under the new covenant? Yes. Do we believe that we're going to be taller than we are now? Yes. But do we know what we're going to look like? Do we believe we're going to be changed? Yes. But do we know exactly what we're going to look like? No, we don't. Now, let me prove that as well. We've got a lot of things that we believe, man. And it says clearly in the scriptures, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard what the people that are waiting for the Lord are going to receive, roughly paraphrasing it. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 2, beloved, now we are the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. So when we see Yahweh Shai, we're going to be like, man, raw, we're about to be like this. We're about to be like this. This is way beyond my imagination of what I thought we was going to see. Because right now in this world, right, this world, although this world tries to praise Jake for how handsome they can be, right, and women love Jake, like the most handsome Israelite men in this world, they be winning out here, man. These big, tall, basketball-looking Jakes and that with the dreads, the little smaller dread hairstyles and that, they be winning out here in this world, man. They be winning, bro, right? Jakes with shorter hair and all that look like models and all this, they be winning down here on this earth. But the darkest skinned so-called black man in this earth, as they don't generally be considered the most handsome and the most best of the best looking men most of the time. But yet Yahweh Shai is darker than all of those dark men that are Jakes in this world, man. And he's going to be the image of perfection when the world sees him. There's not going to be nothing that you've ever seen in your life that looks greater than Yahweh Shai when you see him, man. It's going to make you cry. You understand that? You're going to cry when you see him, man. The world's going to mourn when they see him. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know things could look like this. You understand? People are not going to know that it was possible for something to look like that. That it's going to be the best thing and the most scariest thing and the most impressive thing that they've ever seen in their lives when they see Yahweh Shai. It's going to shut everyone's mouths, man. Then it's going to open them because they're going to have to confess he exists. Just like how they're going to have to confess that Yahweh's got to exist. And they're going to be like, man, if Yahweh Shai looks like this, well then what does Yahweh look like? Which Yahweh looks like Yahweh Shai anyway. Yet it would be different to see Yahweh than it would be to see Yahweh Shai. That's just the next level that you wouldn't want that, man. If you're not an Israelite, that's changed. Because us right now would not be worthy to see Yahweh. We ain't worthy to see Yahweh Shai, really. It's a mercy that we, if we're blessed, are going to receive, man. So I just wanted to say that as well, man. Like, some of these scoffers and stuff like that, they'll try and find confidence in that we didn't get every single detail right about a certain prophecy, but we're mainly focused on the end result, man. We don't need to know every single detail. World War III is going to happen. Do we need to know exactly the method that's going to cause for World War III to happen? Do we need to know? We know that Israel is going to be the one that kicks it off. They've done something already right now. And I said that in the video that I did the other day, which I don't think no one's even seen the video anyway. But I'm saying this anyway because I was thinking about it when I woke up and I was like, raw. See, that showed that what I was saying with that wasn't necessarily true, but then I said it in the video. So now let me do a video again now and go into this topic more, that we don't need to even know every single detail. We just know it's going to happen. We know the end of this. That we're going to get beamed up, Lord willing. The guillotine's going to be, like, the guillotines are going to be out there, man. People are going to be in concentration camps. You might end up around some of these YouTube mans that are some of these worldly YouTube mans, man. And they're going to be all worldly off. If you're in America, you might end up in a concentration camp around some of these YouTube mans. These streamers and all that. You could end up around some of these bug outs. that are going to be completely useless. Like if you're having a society that's only allowed to have 500 million, like what ESA wants, you don't need streamers. You know what do you need them for? They don't really have a translatable um skills. You don't need streamers and all that kind of stuff in there. You don't even necessarily need certain sports athletes really either in that, man. You need people that can actually like have construction skills, cooking skills, and different kind of things like that. Now, the sports population is not really that big of a population in the world anyway, so you could have them for entertainment purposes. But in a society that Isa wants to make, you definitely don't want people that believe in Yahweh there. That's definitely what you don't want. So we already, as believers in Yahweh Bar Shem Yahweh Shai, are already on the list of people that may get the guillotine on them right now. And if you say you believe in Yahweh Bar Shem Yahweh Shai, but don't believe that you might have to face the guillotine, well, I got news for you. You might have to face the guillotine, fam. Like, you might have to. You really might have to face the guillotine. You might have to be in a situation where your head is on that guillotine. And this ain't me being happy and so gassed up and I'm just so zealous that I'm just like, yeah, I know I can handle a guillotine. I'm waiting for the guillotine. I dream about guillotines at night. I just dream about the guillotine. I've had 1,000 dreams about the guillotine, and every single one of my dreams, I was a soldier for that. And I never bowed down to the karogma in it. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I ain't had a dream about the guillotine, but I'm just saying, I'm making a statement, man. What else can I say, man, on this topic? I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I touched on most of it, man. So I'm gonna end this lesson here, and I'm gonna say shalom.